tells you where to put the stop losses though. And that's what it means. SL just means stop loss.
Yeah.
And PP just means take profit. But yeah, that's that. So basically, just your lot size, like how much you, and just like draw it out, like draw out your goals, like what you're trying to catch. You know, be as ambitious as you want, but try to keep your pips the same, consistent. You know, write down the pair, write down how much you made, and then like your reason why you took the trade. This is really important. But yeah, that's that. Just something you guys should consider. Let's see. Covered that. Covered. All right, I'm gonna cover back testing. This is pretty cool.
Hey Chris.
Yeah.
You need to teach me how to place that that on the corner.
Who?
You know the 1.3369 and then all of it. Okay. Do you see the 1.3369, the number? And it says USD CAD H4 high low D1 average spread.
Oh, you want to know what that stuff means?
No. You see it?
Yeah, I see it.
Yeah. How did I place that on my MetaTrader 4?
Oh, it's this Ocean Skies template.
Yeah, I know. I have it.
I think I posted a video on how to do it, or just look up how to install indicators.
Okay. You know how to place the OCO?
No.
Oh, because mine's not working. I don't know why.
Yeah, I don't know how that stuff works, unfortunately.
Damn.
What was I going to show you guys? Oh, yeah, backtesting. Okay. Alright. So basically backtesting is the idea that the market tends to repeat itself. So basically, whenever you're looking for reversals, here would be a reversal, market reversal, market reversal. If you guys don't know what reversal patterns are, I made a video on it a couple weeks ago, where you guys can just look it up. Look up strong bearish, strong bullish reversal patterns. Just give me 1 second, actually. All right, so there's reversal patterns, and usually reversal patterns usually have the same impact. So say, for instance, the idea behind it is to identify how the markets are going to behave from a reversal pattern. So for instance, here, This right here is an engulfing candle. This is a doji, and then it's engulfed. It's a sign of reversal right here. We should get on the H1 chart, probably better. And right here, this is kind of a railroad. This is better. If I go on the H1 chart, it would make a little bit more sense. But basically, we just be trying to find other reversal patterns similar to this that'll have an impact. So for instance, say this for instance, pretend that this black box, you don't like know what's going on. Like you don't know where the market's going to go. So we're trying to figure out what kind of, you identify the reversal pattern, and then you're trying to figure out where the market's going to go and how far down it's going to go. So you just go back in time and try to find a similar pattern. Like this would be a similar pattern right here. See, it dropped. So you just be looking, like you just try to identify, a lot of times you'll do this on charts before like the session even opens. Just kind of like identify what trend or what reversal patterns are strong in this pair. For instance, we're looking at the USD CAD. So we just keep going back and just identify what's going on. Like that's a railroad right here. Has a pretty straight drop. And over here, actually, you'll notice the same kind of dealio. Drop. Railroad here. This is more of an engulfing, actually, but still straight down. You can just tell like what kind of patterns like occur frequently as well. So the frequency of these patterns that show up, like a lot of railroads on this. You know, look at this. This is like almost an identical reversal pattern right here. Very similar. So it's all about identifying patterns. You know, like you notice you're over here and you look, oh hey, like this looks very similar to what happened, or this looks very similar to what happened over here. And that's basically it. Back testing is good just to get familiar with the charts. You can start like marking up charts like how I do. You can use this one. It's called the draw text box. So you just like label what's going on. It's a good way to learn too. Always mark up your charts. Try to, you know, identify what's going on, like what kind of reversal patterns, all kinds of cool stuff like that.
Hey Chris.
Yeah.
So Rizzo, he made something that you could. Rizzo,
Yeah.
he made something to hide your TP and your SL from your broker.
Well, that's crazy.
He's gonna be on in 15 minutes.
Oh really?
Yeah.
On the line, on the which one?
Mental tips.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I'll finish. I'll wrap it up then. So I'm gonna kind of go over. So I'm gonna go over A to B equals C to D. It's very simple stuff. So A to B, C to D is the beginning of market geometry. It has a lot to do with Fibonacci, and it builds up to harmonics. Harmonics is like the ultimate tool to use to identify what's going on in the market. Super accurate. I've seen people, catch trades from harmonic scanners or from harmonics in general, like on the point, like within one pick. It's pretty crazy, but just the basic ideas behind the beginning fundamentals of it is the A to B equals C to D. I always recommend, like I said, just to draw up your charts. Like, do exactly what I'm doing, in your free time. Okay. So, this is good for, you can see it. A to B, C to D is basically to identify the C to D swing. If that makes sense. So, A to B equals C to D, and they're talking about length and time. So, if you can tell, I'm just going to measure this swing in pips real quick. This swing is 134 pips. This swing is 127 pips. But, the idea is to, once you understand where the swing is, and say the market's just trending up here, it comes up, reversal pattern, you're trying to figure out where to get out of the trade. Right? So you identify where C is, and you're trying to figure out where D is. That's like the super basic idea of it. I'm trying to see if I can help you out with anything else on that. Hold on. So basically, this is just to get some more information on what this is. This is price relationships. So price relationships, they're very similar in length or pips and in time as well. And there's tools to identify. I'm not going to really go into it, but there's tools to identify Fibonacci time ratios and Fibonacci in general.
You need to teach me how to do that.
Yeah, I will. I think I'm going to make another video because I'm probably just going to cut this one short since you guys got to get on mentor tips. But that's what A to B, C to D means.
Yeah.
They happen all over the place. It's really common, like right here.
That's A, B, and then C over there.
I can just take this, put this right here, take this one, and look how similar they are.
Yeah.
Crazy, right? But yeah, that stuff happens all the time. There's a lot more to it. You guys, there's like Elliott Wave. There's all kinds of crazy stuff. What other stuff? There's Fibonacci retracements. Yeah. Let's see. I'm just gonna go over like Fibonacci really quick. So what Fibonacci is, for Fibonacci retracement, Fibonacci, what it is, it's a universal number found in nature. It's like a ratio, and those are the numbers right here. There are more of them. I'm not going to go into like really what Fibonacci is. You can look up the videos and like what exactly the numbers, like what they mean, but they're found everywhere throughout the entire universe. It's a universal like numbering system. It's crazy, but for all intents and purposes, this is just used to find retracements. So say the black box. Say you don't know where what's going on in the black box. You know that's reversing right here. But you're trying to figure out where the market's going to go to, or how deep it's going to retrace. This is called a retracement. Like when it's a reversal, it goes down, and goes back up. That's a retracement. So we're trying to figure out how deep this retracement is going to be. So you use these right here, these numbers, to identify the depth of the retracement. So like I use the 2/3, half, and 1/3. Those are the ones you're really going to be focusing on. These are just like forms of resistance or support. That's basically what Fibonacci is. Like little, it's just support and resistance. That's basically all it is.
How do you know where to place it at the right spot?
You so when the market's going up, draw the Fibonacci from the bottom to the top.
Can you do it at a recent point?
Okay. I mean, see, I don't know what's going on in the market right now, so I'll just give you a hypothetical. And I could do this. Whoa, what's going on? See this right here?
Yeah.
It retraced all the way down until 261.8. You could also do retracements from here to say here. Like that's as far as you've gotten. It's basically it's a form of resistance, and so when the market's going down, you're expecting a retracement. Markets always like retrace as they're going down, and they retrace isn't the right word. They spike up when going up. For instance, so we're at the top right here. This is a swing high. It'll go down, and then it'll retrace. This is a retracement right here. Pull back. It'll go down, and it'll pull back. It'll go down, hit a low. It'll go up, pull back. It'll go up, pull back. See what I'm saying? So basically that tool is used just to identify how far it'll pull back or retrace. Let's see. Let me see if I can give you a better example. Yeah, I mean, like, that's it. Like, that's what the Fibonacci tool is used for. There's other, there's not just retracement. There's extension and projections, which are a little bit more complex. I'm really not going to go into it because I don't have, like, the software to really show it, like, properly. It's kind of a pain to show it on MT4. But you can see when I draw it from low to high, these are possible points of where the market will pull back. But it wound up pulling back. This is a deep retracement. Pull back right here. And there's more to it. You're trying to find commonalities with Fibonacci, so it's best to use multiple Fibonaccis. Let's see. You get the basic idea. It's just, it's a fancy word for support and resistance. And each one of these lines can act as a form of support or resistance depending on how you're using the Fibonacci. And that's basically it. Mark out, how much time do I have left?
5 minutes or less.
Alright, yeah, that's basically it, guys. For like note taking, here's like one thing that I like seriously recommend that I do. Whenever you're like learning something in Forex, like if you're like watching a video, especially ones where it's like really like demonstrates and they're explaining it really well and they're showing like visuals and charts and stuff, like, draw down the diagrams and then take notes on what they're saying. So you see the diagram, you draw it down, and then you take notes. Like be like super like diligent with your note taking, so that way you don't have to watch the video a million times. because like I don't like watching videos a million times. Like some of the videos I watch are like hours long, so I'll like take notes on everything they say, and then I'll just keep it in a universal notebook, and that way I just look through my notebook. So then I can just read my notes over and over and over and over and over again. So like it'll take me like 30 minutes to read my notes 3 times instead of watching, like 12 hours worth of videos. So like I'll read my notes like 3 times a day or something, even 4 or 5 times a day. And then by the end of the week, like I completely understand what's going on. I did that for Steve Morrow's trainings. If you don't know who he is, but he's a professional trader. I watched two of his videos. I just think the third. I still need to watch the third and fourth video, but they're each like 3 hours long. And I took notes on his videos, and it's like 6 or 7 pages of notes front and back per video that I took. But I like made sure to write down all the diagrams, everything he said. Not everything, but like basically summarize everything that he's saying. Like label the charts, and like that way I can look at these notes like a million times over and over and over and over and over again. And then weeks will go by, and like, oh dang, let me just like reread my notes real quick instead of like trying to figure it all out again, because you do forget. But the more consistent you are reading your notes, the faster you're gonna learn. And that's the idea here, guys. The idea is to learn. Like for me, anyways, I'm trying to master this stuff, in the next like couple months, because I don't want to work a job for the rest of my life. I hate work. I hate being told what to do. I hate doing something I don't want to do. Forex is really cool. It's awesome. It's numbers. It's based on Fibonacci, which is ridiculous if you guys look that up. But yeah, honestly, I would recommend getting a notebook and write down everything that you learn. Maybe even like organize it. Keep like a notebook for price action, or keep a notebook for only webinars, however you want to organize it. But yeah, and then don't be afraid to like expand your sources too. Like instead of just going through mentor tips, go to like baby pips or whatever, and go and look at those. Look at what they have to say. Try to look at it from a different angle, because sometimes stuff is confusing because one person's not explaining it the right way. And then you watch a video or read text, and it explains it way better. So that way you can like put two and two together, and it really helps. Oh, that's it, guys. I hope you guys learned something. The training was kind of vague, but yep, pretty much covered what I wanted to cover.
Alright, thanks, Chris.
Alright. Later, guys.
Later.